Hi, second grade. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope everyone's been having a good week, having some fun solving some problems using the number line like I am. Right? And we'll get to continue doing that today by looking at some more problems where we're going to try to find the difference between two numbers. All right, so let's get started with couple little activities to get us all warmed up. Okay, so just like yesterday, we're going to review the graphs from the beginning of the year. Okay, so just like yesterday, we have some bugs in the park, right? Remember, we had some grasshoppers, some bees, some spiders, and some butterflies. Paloma, how many grasshoppers did we find? Yeah, nine, right? There's nine grasshoppers that we found. Now we're a little zoomed in, perfect. How many bees did we find? How many bees? Let's see. Jose, how many bees? Great, three bees. How about spiders? A lot of spiders. Ooh, a lot of spiders. How many spiders, Deliza? Yeah, we can go all the way to 12, right? Find that there's 12 spiders. And how about some butterflies? How many butterflies, Valerie? Yeah, eight butterflies. Look at that. A lot of our friends at the park. Awesome. Okay, now a couple questions about this. How many grasshoppers and bees were there? Grasshoppers and bees together. So we're going to have to do a little bit of addition. How many together? You should start solving this. Start solving this, and call on you. Grasshoppers and bees. Dee Dee, how many? Yeah, so we start at 9, right? And then 10, 11, 12. 12 grasshoppers and bees. How about spiders and bees? How many spiders and bees were there? How many? Amelia, how many spiders and bees? Yeah, 15. Good. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to do some bigger here. How many grasshoppers, bees, and butterflies? Ooh, a lot of numbers here. Grasshoppers, bees, and butterflies. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to solve this one before I call one of you. Grasshoppers, bees, and butterflies. Okay, you ready? Maya, how many grasshoppers, bees, and butterflies? Did you say 20? Yeah, 20 is correct, right? Because grasshoppers and bees we said was 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, right? 20 grasshoppers, bees, and butterflies. Here's a different question. How many more spiders were there than bees? How many more spiders than bees? This is kind of like what we were doing yesterday, too. How many more spiders than bees? Raise your hand if you know. All right. Let's see. Kleben, how many more spiders than bees? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 9, right? So we can count how many extra there are right here. We can also think of this as 12 minus 3. Right? So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12 minus 3 equals 9. Great. Kind of like when we're counting down the number line, right? Very similar. Okay, now we're going to count up by tens like we've been doing all week. counting up by tens, starting at 3. Ready, everyone? Now, this one, I want everyone participating with me. Okay, let's begin. 3, 13, 23. Next is 33. Okay, let's keep going. 43, 53, 63. Great, everyone. 63, 73, 83, 93, 103. Good job, second grade. 113, 123. I'm going to stop you right there. We can keep going. Okay, now counting up by sevens. I'm going to start calling on one of you at a time. Okay, so go 7, 17, 27. Isabella? Good. 37. Liam? 47. Angel? 57. Good. Vanya? After 57. 67. Next one, Allison H. 67. Next, Allison S. 77. Next, Ashanti. 87. Good. Valerie. 97. And after that, Oliver. 97. 107. Good. Jackie. 117. And then we can keep going, right? 127, 137, so on and so forth. Okay, so today we're going to keep thinking about these problems where we're finding the difference, right? And usually with difference, that means we can subtract, but we can also use addition to help us out. Okay, so let's read this problem. It says, Ming's ribbon is 50 centimeters long. Anne's ribbon is 31 centimeters long. How many fewer centimeters in Anne's ribbon than Ming's ribbon? Now, this word fewer means like less, right? How much shorter is Anne's ribbon than Ming's ribbon? This word fewer also means that I should use subtraction, right? It's one of my helpful words here. How many fewer centimeters? I'm comparing Ming and Anne's ribbons. So one thing I could do, right, is I could draw my tape diagrams of Ming's 50 centimeter ribbon and Anne's 31 centimeter ribbon. Where can I draw it? 31 centimeter ribbon and find out this difference here, right? How much more do we need? So that could be an addition problem, like 31 plus something equals 50, or a subtraction problem, right? 50 minus equals 31. What we've been doing this week, right? This is kind of from last week. What we've been doing this week is making that number line. Right? So I definitely need this 50 number. Right? I also need to find 31. So I'm going to go 50, then 1 less 10 is 40, right? Using my 10 numbers to help me out. And I can go to 30. 31 is right after that, right? Now, I could also draw in the rest of my 30s here. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Making sure I have the right number here, right? I could draw between 40 and 50, but I don't really need to do that, right? Because when I'm subtracting, I can just take a big jump, right, to my next 10. So minus 10, and then start taking my smaller jumps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I did 1 minus 10, and then minus 9. So together, right, 10 plus 9 is 19. So Anne's ribbon is 19 centimeters shorter using this number line. Right? I also know that 50 minus 19 is equal to 31. or 31 plus 19 is equal to 50, right? If I were to use these tape diagrams, like you didn't start counting up, right? From 31, if I count 19 times, I would get to 50. So those are all the different ways you can solve these problems, okay? Okay, so we're on page 99 of our workbook. So let's make sure we have that out, page 99 of our workbooks. And let's take a look at this problem together. It says, Sal jumps rope 65 times, right? He's a jump roper, a lot of jump ropes. Hope jumps rope 40 times. How many more times does Sal jump rope than Hope? How many more times does Sal jump rope than Hope? Right, so this means that we're comparing Sal's jump ropes to Hope's jump ropes, right? Sal, he did 65 jump ropes, and Hope did 40 jump ropes. Okay, so when we're comparing them, just like when we're comparing, the lengths of different things, the same thing, right? We can use some subtraction to help us out. So the problem that we want to do, right, is to compare those 65 jump ropes to 40 jump ropes. Now, one thing we can do, right, is to think about our tape diagrams or draw rectangles. So please do this with me. I can draw Sal's jump ropes to 65 and Hope's jump ropes, which is going to be another rectangle. And it's going to be a little bit less, right? 40. Hope only did 40. We want to know, right? How many more times did Sal jump rope here? All right, so what we've been doing past couple days is using our number lines, right? So let's draw a number line here. Okay, and our number line needs to have these two numbers, 65 and 40. I'm going to start by drawing 40, the smaller number, on the very left side of our number line, 40. And then I'm going to draw the lines until I get to 65. Now, I don't need to draw every single line. That's going to be a lot of lines to draw, right? But I could. Or I can just draw the big 10 numbers, right? So 40. What's my next 10 after 40? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What's my next 10 after 50? 60, good. And what's after that? My next big 10? 50, 60, 70. Great. Now, I know that 65 is more than 60, but less than 70, right? So here I can start drawing my smaller lines to help me out. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. And the numbers, again, I'm comparing, I'm going to circle them, is 65 and 40. Okay, so let's make sure that your number line looks just like this. Perfect. Now we're ready to solve, right? We're ready to solve this problem right here. I'm going to write it down. 65 minus 40. Right, if I want to compare the 65 jump ropes to the 40 jump ropes, this is the subtraction problem I want to do. Now to find our answer here, I can use this number line to help me out. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get to my nice 10 number here. So starting at 65, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I did 65 minus 5 gives me 60. Now, of course, I can go one at a time, or since I'm at a nice 60 number, I can take a big jump to my next 10 number here, to 50. Then I did minus 10 here, right? 60 minus 10 is 50. Then I can do another big jump to 40. 50 minus 10 is 40, right? By using my 10 numbers here, that can really help me do this a little bit quicker, because otherwise, right, I'd have to do, starting at 60, I'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot, right? So I can use from 60 to 50, 50 to 40, right? Counting up and down by tens. Okay, so now I did 65 minus 40. So let's count together how many we have. 10, right? 10, 20, then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Or 20 plus 5 is 25. So 65 minus 40 is equal to 25. So I know that Sal jumps rope 25 more times than Hope. Okay. So like we did before, I could use some addition and subtraction to solve using these rectangles, but the number lines really help me picture this problem out and helps me with my subtraction a lot. So I like using this number line, especially when I can use my 10 numbers to help me out. Okay. Now let's turn to page 100 and look at our other problem. Okay. It says, Kate has 40 pennies. Jack has 27 pennies. How many fewer pennies does Jack have than Kate? Now, just like I did before with my first problem, I can start by drawing my two rectangles, right? So now that Kate, how many pennies does Kate have, everyone? Yeah, she has 40. How about Jack? Does Jack have more or less pennies than Kate? Yeah, he has less, right? How many pennies does Jack have? 27 pennies. What we want to know is how many fewer pennies Jack has than, or how many fewer pennies Jack has than Kate. That's what I want to know. So in order to solve this, right, we're going to again do some subtraction, or 40 minus 27. What is that number? In order to solve that math problem, I'm going to draw a number line. I'm going to start with my small number, but think of this in the terms of our 10 numbers, right? Our 10 numbers can really help us out. So I know that 27 is more than 20, right? But less than 30. So I want to find where 27 is on this line. And I also have 40, right? So right now, I want you to find where 27 is on this line. If you want to draw, right, it's 1, 22, 23, that's one option, right? But let's find 27 on this line. Go ahead. All right, so let's find 27 together. So of course you could have counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to find 27, or you could have started at 30 and then 29, 28, 27, just like that too. Now we have our two numbers that we need, 40 and 27. Okay, so now let's do our subtraction. Okay, you're going to start at 40, count how many times you need to go back to get to 27. Go. All right, so starting at 40, you could take 10 small jumps or take one big jump, right? To get to 30 using our 10 number to help us out, and then 2, 3 to get to 27. Now all together we have 10 plus 3, or 11, 12, 13. So 40 minus 27 is equal to 13. So we can say that Jack has 13 fewer pennies than Kate. Now I could check my work, right? I can start at 27 and count 28, 29, 30, and then 10 more, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Right? So 27 plus 13 is equal to 40. Right? But that's how you would subtract. Now, for our exit ticket today, I want you to turn to page 101. So that's the next page over. Okay. Now, today you're going to have 2 pages for your exit ticket. All right. Well, this is the Spanish one. Let me get out the English one real quick. Okay. So the first one, right, you're going to do 65 minus 6. So remember, you're going to find 65 and go backwards 6 times. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? To do that, 65 minus 6, I want you to write your answer and solve the problem on the exit ticket. If you want to look back a couple pages, right, to find where we solve problems like this, that would be on page 87 and 88, right? That would be a good place to look. And then on the back, we got a problem just like we've been working on yesterday and today, right? Where we have Land's plant that's 60 or 36 centimeters tall, and Tim's plant that's 41 centimeters tall. And you're going to compare the two. So you can draw your rectangles and also draw a number line, right? And do your subtraction problem just like that. Okay, so a little bit longer today, but make sure that you're doing both pages, right? And that you're drawing and you're writing your equation, your subtraction equation, and writing down your answer. And most important, make sure that you write down your name. Please don't forget to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little bit unhappy, a little bit sad, right? Because I don't know who did their work. So please make sure you write your name down. Okay, but that's the last thing we're going to do this week. I hope you had a wonderful week of math, right? You've been doing so well. I know things are starting to get a little bit more hard, but that's good, right? That just means you're learning when things are a little bit difficult, right? So keep trying your best on that. And I will see you for another exciting week together on Monday. Bye.